Hey guys, looks like spring is finally coming to Germany. The snow is melting, the birds are singing, and it's getting very warm. I'm in my hoodie, and my green thumb is waking up. So I'm going to start my promised attempt at my extremely downsized gardening, and I'm going to start planting things and sprouting seeds and whatever. I decided to make this into a separate video. For those of you who are only interested in my keto videos, this is not going to be about keto. This is just about my attempt at gardening on my patio, just to show you guys that anyone can do it. No matter how small your little balcony is or your little patio, there's always some room you can find. So I'm going to be pruning my my poinsettia today, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to save my Christmas poinsettia for growing as a house plant permanently, or however long it will live. And also I will be trying to quote unquote activate it and turn the leaves red, but that's a long ways away. For today, I'm just going to show you how I prepare it for that. And also I'm going to show you how I repotted my aloe vera plant and a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling here and let's just get it started. Alrighty, you guys, judging from what's going on here, I'm guessing you all can kind of guess what I'm going to be talking about here in this clip. I'm going to be trying to save my poinsettia from certain death. As we all know, most times we just use this plant to be a lovely decoration during the holiday season, but I am hoping to extend the life of this guy and grow it to be a large plant and to be an all year round plant. So I'm going to replant it into this big pot so that it has plenty of room to grow and let down some roots. So let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're gonna have to cut off the red, everything red you see here, all the way down to there. Every red leaf needs to go away. And you see there's this white sap coming out of it, or whatever that is. And you don't want to get any of that on your fingers, on your skin, because it can and will potentially irritate. So if you get some on you, just quickly wash it off, wash your hands with soap. But I will do my best to avoid that and not touch it. So yeah. Okay, next one down. I hate to do this because the red is so pretty, but I have to do this in order to save this plant from certain death. Okay, it's sent down the red leaves pretty far down, so I want to cut as low as possible. And it's gonna look pretty sad and pathetic for a while until it starts growing back, the green leaves. But it's worth it to me. Okay. This one goes all the way down to here. Because when this plant gets red leaves, it is actually a sign that it's stressed. And there are certain things that you do when the plant is green in order to make it turn its own leaves red. And we'll get to that once this plant gets big. So that's it. That's all you need to do. It's a really important step. You don't want to just replant it while the red leaves are still on there, because that's not gonna get you very far. Anyway, I'm going to fill this pot with my Blumenerde potting soil. And I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. Okay, I went ahead and discarded all of the red leaves, and I thoroughly washed my hands with soap after handling them. I tried my best to avoid the milky substance, but who knows, I just wanted to be safe, so I washed them. Better yet, wear gloves. And I'm also going to start planting my sugar snap peas, my kale, and my spinach. All organic heirloom seeds. And by the way, you guys, I hear you all in the comments below and on my Instagram. You guys are always telling me how you can't wait for my video on the topic of how I avoided crazy loose skin after losing 134 pounds. And I promise you all, I will get to that video. As you know, I've been sick and all this non-fun stuff, so I didn't really have the time to do the things that I've been wanting to do. Plus, with the move to Germany, I've had a lot going on, so needless to say. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to take this guy out, and it is a bit root bound here, as you can see. So to wake up these little guys, you want to just kind of ruffle it up. Just a bit. You don't have to tear it up. Just let the roots know, hey, you got room to grow. It's okay to wake up. Let's get this party started. So, yeah, that's basically it. And you can see how much soil I have in there. And I will put that in. Actually, I think I could add a bit more. Yeah, I will add some more. Why not? And you want to kind of tamp it down, the first bottom layer, so that it's got a good solid base, but not too much. You don't want it to be rock hard. So anyway, I think that's enough. Oh, it's a bit out of view there. Sorry about that. Okay, we should be good now. So I'm going to gently remove this guy and just pop it in and cover it with soil all around. So excited to see how this guy's gonna do. And by Christmas this year, I want to have it grow and get nice and as big as it can, and then I'm going to do the steps to make the leaves go red again, just in time for holiday season. So you guys stay tuned for that. So stay tuned for that. It is really not that hard, as you can see. In case some of you guys still might have your plant sitting around after Christmas and New Year's somewhere, dying a slow death, maybe you might want to try this and see if you can get your little guy to survive for you until whenever you want. Starting to look pretty good. You want to have it nice and firm. Give the roots a good, solid base there. You just want to cover it up until where the branches start coming out. Man, I just love doing this kind of stuff. I think I got it from my mom, because my mom, she has the ultimate green thumb. She is amazing at gardening and all this kind of stuff. So, always makes me think of her when I do this. Hi, Mommy. Love you, miss you. It's ready. Ready to be watered and ready to go enjoy its new life in a big, nice, roomy pot. How cute is my pink little shovel? Isn't that cute? Here's my little water catcher. It's like a little mini reservoir. And that is actually how I like to water my plants, my indoor plants. What I will usually do is I will pour the water, I will pour the water into here to avoid any little house gnats, you know, those little pests that invade your house plants that are annoying as anything. I just hate gnats. So this is what I do to avoid it after the first watering. The first time I will water it here and let it, you know, be properly watered nice and deeply. The reason for watering it down there, down here, later on is to keep the gnats away. They love moisture. They will dig around and lay their little nasty eggs all up in here. But if you water it down there, you can greatly reduce your chances of getting those pesky things in your house plants. So that's what I tend to do. You always want to make sure that it's properly drained. It's very important for the plant. And then after this first time, I will only water down here whenever it needs it. So yeah, that is what I do. And it always works great for me to keep the gnats away. And you keep adding water to the bottom until it stops absorbing it. Give it about a good half an hour, and if it stops absorbing any more water, just pour out what is left over, and that means your plant got enough of what it needs. And that's basically how you know that your plant has enough moisture. Also, what I like to do after the first thorough watering is I will add a little bit more soil, a little bit more dry soil, just to, as a little extra safety precaution. Maybe try and avoid gnats from starting even with this brand new plant. And I know you can't always avoid it because sometimes they come with the soil you get, so you just kind of roll with it. Do your best, and there's ways to get rid of them even if they do happen. So alrighty, little guy, live long and prosper. Make mama proud. Alright, we'll just push it down some more. Alright, looks good to me. Alright guys, so that is how you transplant a poinsettia, I don't know, everybody calls it different. That is how you transplant this little guy, and yeah. Alright you guys, it's official. I will announce it right here. You all will hear me say it. My green thumb is officially awake, and my hands are covered in soil. So I just showed you how I planted my poinsettia plant, and now I decided to go on planting. And I have already planted some collard greens early, because as I realized, you can actually start planting them in February. So we're just about at the end of February, and I thought, why not? Nothing makes me feel alive in the spring like starting to plant. So yeah, I don't know still if I want to include this in my keto vlogs as part of my day, or if you guys would rather me make this type of stuff a completely separate video in case some of you aren't interested in planting and gardening things. But this is not going to be a big epic garden like I said in the other video by any means. I'm just going to try to do the best with what I have here in Germany. I basically have a porch, like a porch balcony type deal, and it's about let me see, 2? It's not even, probably not even full 2 feet wide, and it's probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 feet long and 2 feet wide. So this is how much space I have to work with. And you can bet that I'm going to use every centimeter of it to try to grow as much organic goodies as I can. So yeah, and also my floor space. So yeah, I'm really excited, and let's keep this going. Guys, and if you get intimidated by growing things, it is so easy and simple to do. I mean, if you get simple seeds, you know, your packet will have the instructions right on it for when you can start it, how deep you have to plant it, I mean, all that stuff. And if it's not on the packet, it's so easy to Google, and all the info will be right there. So I highly encourage you guys to grow your own organic greens. I mean, it's so amazing. Last year I had the most amazing crop of Swiss chard, and I had broccoli and cauliflower growing, and tomatoes of all kinds, and peppers and zucchini. Goodness, several types of beets. I grew them for the beet tops, as you all know. They're like one of the highest potassium rich foods on the planet that I know of. They're really amazing. You just saute them like you would. I will put my recipe video down below of how I make them. But anyway, I grew so much stuff. And arugula, my goodness, you guys, you will never want to buy arugula if you grow your own, because it tastes incredible. And yeah, and there was kale, and oh goodness, I don't even remember all I grew. I even grew watermelon for the kids, some sugar babies. But we didn't stay long enough for it to get all the way done, which is kind of sad, but who knows, maybe I'll plant a watermelon on the porch. I'll be the only weirdo where you could see a watermelon growing over the side of the balcony. Oh, anyway, I digress. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and replant this, and yeah, what was I saying? Squirrel. What I was trying to say is, please try it. You can always stop, but try it. Just try it, and you're going to be able to have amazing organic, fresh veggies for literally pennies, you know? So anyway, preaching over, it's what I love to do, and as long as I have a space anywhere, I will always plant stuff. That is me. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, he's kind of root bound there, but we're gonna wake this baby up. I want to ruffle up those roots so that this guy knows he can grow in peace. Nice. Okay, time to add some more soil. There's the old pot. Oh, it's so cute. So sparkly and golden. I will put something else in there. Okay, come here, 50-pound bag of earth. Alright, let me see. Maybe I can do it with this little guy. I'm gonna have a fun little mess to clean up. But there's no mess I love more. I want this thing to get ginormous, and then I'll be using it for my skincare stuff. This thing is magical. I mean, there is no reason that everyone can't be growing this lovely, beautiful medicinal plant in their house, and you guys can put it out during the summer. But of course, you gotta, I think you should condition it first before you put it outside if it's used to being indoors. It's called hardening off. So But you can Google all about that, and if you want to know more, I can tell you guys. Just comment below this video. But yeah, like I was saying before, do let me know what you guys think. If you want me to include these kinds of gardening things on their own. Or maybe I will keep putting them in my keto videos, just sneaking them in there to maybe inspire some people that normally wouldn't look up gardening stuff. That might inspire them to maybe try something they never thought about on their own. That's a good idea. Alrighty, time to water this baby in. Grow large for mommy, will ya? Oh, mommy needs more water. Yes, I am that corny. These plants are my babies. Okay, I left a little tiny bit of space, just like with the poinsettia plant. Comment down below, how do you actually pronounce this? Is it poinsettia or poinsettia? Anyway. Alright, I will let that baby drain, and then I will top it off with some dry soil to keep them nasty gnats away. And it'll be ready to go back in the house. There's my other little guy. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. Can you see him? I hope you can see him. I can't see at this angle. Anyway. Thoroughly watered, and as you can see, I've tamped it down. So now I have a little room to add some dry soil on top to keep things nice and really hoping gnat free. And from now on, I will water everything from the bottom. I find these chatty planting video chats kind of therapeutic. Let me know what you guys think. I could even talk about keto things while I do this, but this is so enjoyable, I wouldn't mind to stay on the topic of planting and gardening. Can't even explain how happy this makes me that it's so warm out already. I really think we're gonna have an early spring. Alright, little guy, grow, grow, grow. Grow and be happy. And by the way, I put some crushed organic eggshells on the bottom. They will decompose and feed this plant for quite a while. So that's another little mini tip for you. Don't waste your eggs. Just bury them in the very, very bottom of the plant when you're transplanting it or starting a new one. And once the root get to the egg, it will take up the nutrients as it sees fit. So that's really awesome, I think. All right, we are done. We're ready to go in the house. Alrighty, you guys, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing as my own homemade little deal here. Perfect size for my porch. And here I'm going to plant, I haven't decided yet, either my spinach or my arugula. We'll see. Or maybe even lettuce. I don't know. Anyway, the point of this is just to show you how you can use any plastic. Mine is BPA free, of course. Any plastic thing or any other material really that you want that is food safe to plant your things. So let's get started. I'll just take my drill here. Alright, that should be enough holes. As you can tell now, I've filled it up with soil and then I'm just watering the soil really well. Let it all completely drain nicely, and then I will plant my seeds. Alright, you guys, through the magic of YouTube, I have already planted. So yeah, now we just wait and see how this does. I'm gonna mark this guy with a marker with the date that I planted it, and we'll be all set. And I'll check back in with you guys and I see some sprouting. Is that the coolest thing ever, Emmy? Oh yeah. Are you helping Mommy with her gardening, my little gnome? I'm about to plant my beets here in this big pot. There are my sugar snap peas already planted and my spinach. And these are my edible flowers, nasturtiums. So yeah, it's going really good here. And there's Daddy. Say hi. Yeah. Amy, show Mama what you got. Show Mama what you got. What you got there? She got Mama's outdoor solar light. Ooh. Thank you.
It's barely even cold out here.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I have only my sweatshirt on.
I know. Earlier I was just in my t-shirt outside.
It is so warm here.
And next week when you're back from your fun trip, you're going to get that bucket I told you about where you can plant your own sweet peas. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Instead of going outside, I feel like watching you doing gardening and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more interesting.
Okay.
Because outside there's nothing to do really.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty to do, but this is
more fun with
This is more fun right now. Okay. Emmy. She's so fun. Don't put that in your eyes, Emmy. She's like, ooh. Is that fun? Little mini gnome?
Oh yeah, I forgot my treat.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa. She's so excited over there. Ooh. Yay. Do you like helping Mama? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Don't stare into it, honey. Only this way. Don't want to stare into the light. It's too bright. Wow. I showed her which button to press, and she presses it, and then it goes blinking. She's like, ooh! She loves this outdoor life. Right, Emchen? Was ist? Was? Light. Yike. Light. Like. Light. Wow. 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 Amazing day. All right, back to gardening. Where you left off with the seeds? Which hole are you supposed to put it in now?
Now I have to put it in this one.
Okay. Yeah, that one is already done. This one now.
I'm going to be
Put
very
two.
careful.
Two in each.
This.
Two in there?
Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, I see it. Okay, now put two more in. Two in there. In there and in there.
Sweeney,
Mm-hmm.
I will close it for a bit.
Okay.
It's an excellent
Yep.
I like my mommy.
Stay here with Mommy and Kayla.
Here. Wait.
Yep. Two in there. And then in there. And in there. Zwei.
That's all I have left.
I have more.
This one looks like a bad one.
That's why we put, that's not even a good seed. That's gonna go in the trash. Go ahead.
In this one. Right?
Look if it's empty. Is it empty? Nothing in there?
There is stuff in there.
Let me
There's
see.
stuff in here too.
Yeah, that one I already did. Okay, that's it. Give me the rest. All right. Very good. All right, we'll finish it up
Here's
now.
one. Here's one more.
Okay, cool. Good job. Our day of work and planting, I get to enjoy this beautifulness. This is so cozy, especially with the lights on. I love sitting out here and just enjoying all of the things around here. There will be some Swiss chard there. That's my spinach. This will be sugar snap peas. And this guy is my Detroit red beets, the highest potassium vegetable greens of this vegetable known to man. But I have a video on my beets and the benefits of them. I will link that down below this video, so check that out. It also shows how I prepare them, the beet tops. Yeah, well, anyway. As much as I love these beautiful guys, they've been with me since we moved to Germany last August in 2017. And they made it through the winter, but I decided I have to do what I have to do, and instead I'm going to make this more useful space for edible veggies. So this is beautiful. I want to keep it and put it back here when gardening season is over again in the fall, late fall. But for now, I'm going to transplant them into these pots here and put them somewhere out of the way. Here I already have a bunch of stuff started. And yeah, I'll show you guys how that goes. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. This is how I'm going to be doing it. Just wanted to show you guys real quick. I just gently dig it up with my little gardening little shovel tool. And then I'm going to put it in here and fill it with the rest of the soil. And I'll show you guys what it looks like after. All right, 1, 2, 3, and done. And I'm ready to go with the next one, and this is what it looks like. It was very quick and painless, and this guy's gonna stay in here until nothing else can grow out here. So, and then we'll put him right back to his home. All right, guys, so I'm done putting all of those guys here. They have been transplanted, and now I'm just emptying my soil, my plain flower soil, and I'm putting it in the bottom of this giant pot that I'm going to be using to plant either zucchini or, I don't know, a lot of something or something big. But the tip here that I wanted to share with you guys, you don't necessarily have to use your pricey, organic, top-notch soil to fill up the entire huge pot, because that's going to be a lot. Most roots will never go that far down. This is really big. As you can see, it's hard because I'm doing this alone, but it's a very deep pot. It's huge. So what I do is I just put the cheaper soil down in the bottom to pad it, and then about halfway and up, I add my organic, top-notch fertilizer, blah, 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 all the good stuff. So that way you are only using half of the soil, and you're going to have more of it to go around. So that is, I think, a very cool and useful idea. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Only a gardening geek could get this excited about getting a bag of dirt in the mail. Yes, this is my organic earth, or whatever you want to call it, organic soil. It has all kinds of wonderful, amazing things in it. It has microorganisms that are going to make my potted plants, vegetables, and fruit, and all that stuff. I'm going to be having strawberries growing on my porch. But anyway, it's going to have all my stuff really happy, made with all kinds of active stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be repotting, and like, it couldn't have come on a better day, because I had to use my basic flower potting soil that I had gotten at my local store here next door, but I wanted to go all out and just have the best soil that I could get for my stuff, and this ginormous bag is definitely gonna do the job. All right. Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys real quick how I propagate my aloe vera plant. You have to select one of these guys. It has to be at least 3.5 inches long, and you just cut it on a downward angle, like I'm gonna do right now. There we go, perfect. Then I'm gonna go rinse this part off and let it sit on my windowsill for a while until like a little film forms over the bottom until it dries out. And then I'm going to dip it in some rooting mix powder, and I'm going to have a whole other aloe vera plant growing. It's very easy to propagate these guys, so yeah, I highly suggest having some on hand and doing this yourself. And you can't even see it now on the other plant. It's not even going to miss that leaf. So I'm going to go set it somewhere, and it's just going to hang out. So you guys, it's been about, I think it's been about 4 or 5 days, something like that. And my aloe vera is now ready to be planted and rooted. So look what happened there. See, it closed itself, and the outer edges got nice and dry and sealed off basically. So now it's safe to go ahead and okay, and what I'm going to do next is put this, dip it in some water on the end, and dip it into this powder, and then put it in this little hole that I made there, and bury it so that it can grow me some roots, and I will have me a whole new other plant growing. And this is awesome. I want to make like a windowsill full of these because they're so amazing for so many things, like internally and externally, and I just love aloe, and this variety is so beautiful, as you can see. So yeah, all right, I'm going to show you how I do that. Alrighty guys, this is the stuff I'm going to be using. Take root. Now you don't absolutely have to have this, but I like to do it just to be extra sure that it will help the plant out and help it have a good start. So you just basically dip it in water. This much is enough. Tap the excess off gently. Don't be too violent with your plant. And then you just go like, it's hard to do and look at the same time. Yay good, yay much should be. This much should be good. And then you tap some of the excess off. There you go. And then you just pop it into soil. And it's hard to do this with one hand, but you get the idea. As soon as I'm done talking to you guys, I will get it in there really good, and then it'll start growing for me. So yeah, I will show you guys how it's doing in some, I don't know, weeks or months, depending on how fast it's gonna take off. And when I'm gonna show you when it's time to repot. Hallo meine liebe Freunde, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me for this little majorly downsized epic gardening adventure of mine today when I was transplanting things and planting all kinds of goodies. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this chatty style little video, and you guys can let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed that and if you want me to do more videos like that where I just dig around in the dirt and talk to you guys. So yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you all in my next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, auf Wiedersehen. Bye.